Welcome back to Living with a Classic. As you can probably tell from the title of the video and that intro, I bought a new car. This 1999 Jaguar S-Type. So I'm on my way to just run some errands, so I thought I'll introduce the car in the video. So join me for a ride and I'll tell you all about this new car. So yeah, yesterday I bought another Jag, this 1999 3.0 V6 S-Type. It's done about 160,000 kilometers, which is close to about 100,000 miles. It's in very nice condition, silver metallic with tan leather interior. Some pretty nice options like the glass sunroof, 5-speed automatic. Overall, a really nice car. And to be honest with you, it wasn't actually what I was looking for. I was thinking of getting an old XJ, so either an XJ40 or maybe an X300 like the later XJ6 or an XJ8 like the X308. And I was actually looking at an X308. It ended up being pretty rusty, a little bit more rust than I was willing to tackle at this moment, with me having that 1966 S-Type which needs a lot of rust repair. I didn't feel like I wanted to rust repair another car right now. So a dealer friend of mine told me about this S-Type, and to be honest, I'd actually never driven an S-Type before. Just seen them at car shows. I knew about them. I kind of knew about the engines, but I'd never driven the V6 and never the S-Type. So he lent me the keys for 24 hours, and basically I just drove it everywhere to get a feel for it, if I liked it. And when I was going to return it, I realized I would really miss this car, and I really did like it. It's quite different to drive than the big XJs, I realized. Even though it's still a really big car, I think about 1,800 kilos, and still has a pretty large engine, even though this is one of the smaller ones in it. It feels pretty nimble. It feels very tight. It feels a lot sportier than it should be, and it kind of reminds me of the old Mark IIs and the old S-Type, that once again, this is a sports saloon. And they did mimic the styling outside of the old car, so it does make sense that it feels a little bit more sporty than your normal XJ. Now, I'm not talking about the XJR or any of the sport ones, just a normal XJ. This one also happens to be a very nice example with relatively low miles. Absolutely zero rust on it. That was the one thing that made me really want to buy it. Just seeing how many of these are rusted and how many XJs are just starting to rust everywhere. Finding one like this with perfect sills, a perfect rear end. So I bought this for a reason, of course. It will be my new daily driver. For those of you who follow the channel, you might know that my daily driver used to be a 1997 Volvo V70 station wagon, which I've driven basically to the moon, about 240,000 miles. Absolutely great car. It never let me down. It was utterly reliable, and I had it for about 6 years. But I was starting to get a little sick of it. It's driven it a lot. Most of those miles I put on it. So I spent a lot of time in that car, and I felt that I wanted something else. And I was also thinking about getting something that would suit this channel. And I think an old Jag like this, even though it's only 20 years old, I think it still suits Living with a Classic YouTube channel. So you'll be seeing a lot more of this car along with the 3 other Jags in the garage. I will be doing some technical videos. This car needs a service right now, engine oil, oil filter, and air filter. It's 100,000 miles, so it might need spark plugs. I'm going to look over that. Might also need to do a gearbox service or a transmission service in the spring. Shifts really nice and smooth now, but I think that'd be a good preventative maintenance to do. So that will make for some great videos. I will also do a more detailed video of the car when I've driven it for a couple weeks or a month, so I can give you my true opinion of living with one of these as a daily driver, especially where I live, where we do get snow and it gets pretty cold. So we'll see how this car works in the snow and in the cold. I have some great winter tires going on it, studded winter tires that you definitely need here, but we'll see. Maybe I'll end up being stuck all the time, and well, if that happens, that will make for some pretty good videos at least. Anyways, that was a quick look at my new to me 1999 Jaguar S-Type. If you like this car and you want to see more of it, or if you want to see more content, I highly recommend that you subscribe. I put new videos every week on this car, a 1966 S-Type. It'll be fun to compare those two when that project is done. A 91 Jaguar SJS V12 convertible, and the 1977 Jaguar XJ12 Saloon. So, until next time, I'm Adam, and this was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.